Welcome back to their daily Marvel Snap deck highlight here on YouTube, coming at you with a Wave Good Stuff deck today. Wave is a split ramp slash tech card now, ramp referring to her ability to let us play out big cards ahead of the time when we normally would be able to, and tech card meaning that she can lock certain decks completely out of the game. They're looking to play a bunch of cards in that final moment. With Wave's most recent update in a Marvel Snap patch, cost reduction no longer gets around her setting to 4, meaning if you play Wave on turn 5, each player is going to be taking a single play on the following turn. I think the two absolute best cards you could follow up a Wave with, whether it be on turn 6 or accelerating into them on turn 4, is Dr. Doom, spreading out his Doom bots for 15 stats across the board, or Leader, adding a couple of stats in one place, but then also copying your opponent's single big play wherever they're deploying that. The rest of this deck, outside of the Wave 6-drop package, is kind of just generically good cards. We have Zabu kind of tying the room together with a bunch of powerful 4-drops, Darkhawk, as well as Rock Slide to make that Darkhawk bigger. We have Enchantress as a tech card, and we have recently released Marvel Snap card Iron Lad here as another means to leverage these powerful 6-drop reps, copying Leader's effect or Dr. Doom on this 4 energy 6 power body is incredibly powerful. The bottom end of our deck finishes out with Korg to make Darkhawk a little bit bigger, Nebula as a quality 1-drop, and Jeff the Baby Landshark as a quality 2-drop. If you want to give this deck a try, I think the Wave package is definitely the most important part of it. You could realistically budget out things like Iron Lad, Jeff, and Nebula with other cards that fit into the curve reasonably. Iron Lad could be another tech card like Shang-Chi. Jeff would be another generically good 2-drop like Lizard or perhaps Scorpion, and Nebula could always get rounded into something like Sunspot or Iceman. At any rate, I hope you enjoy the games that I have highlighted here for you today. I think they do an excellent job of showcasing the power that Wave brings to the table in a lot of situations. If you do enjoy what you see, snap that like button. Hopefully we'll see you back again real soon for some more Marvel Snap here on YouTube. Opponent. Oh, Darkhawk was probably the best hit in our deck, honestly. Oh man, Iron Lad on Hawk is so gross because it like makes to a minimum of 12, typically speaking. When here we started playing this deck, is there a highlight for it on YouTube, or is it? Yeah, this is just something off of Untapped, I think. Been in my deck editor for a little bit. We have highlights of Rivals up later tonight. It depends on if there's games worth highlighting. Like the last tournament I played in, I highlighted one of the rounds because I felt like the round had really good games worth highlighting. And if that happens, I'll highlight something. And if it doesn't, then we won't. You're gonna play on your phones. Yes, this tournament is sponsored by Samsung, and everybody playing in the tournament is required to play Marvel Snap from a Samsung mobile device. I do. Samsung makes monitors that good. I have a Samsung monitor. I have a Samsung monitor and 2 Samsung TVs. Okay, so they're snapping me because they were enchantressing my Dorko. Sure. Iron Lad has Hawk, Zabu, Nebula. These are all kind of solid hits. And then we'll obviously Enchantress them here next turn. Maybe I'm supposed to Enchantress them this turn to cut them off of playing 2 4-drops. It's probably a good take. Yeah, I think maybe I was supposed to Enchantress last turn. I wanted kind of the cube equity of them not knowing it's coming, but I wasn't thinking about also getting the Zabu. Sweet. Our read on them bailing out of the right was accurate. Do we win the center, though? This is 12. They're going to 14, and I go to 15? Sick. Yeah, they might have left if we Enchantress on the previous turn, but Considering we wanted to keep them off of double fours, I think maybe I was wrong with my sequencing here. That's close, though. I guess they had already played Enchantress and Darkhawk, so maybe just, like, the odds of them double fouring are low anyways, so it's worthwhile. Is Jeff in the quick upgrade shop? Asking the real questions. I should check. I haven't checked since the 2 p.m. rollover. I spew on quick upgrades for cards I need borders on more than I care to admit. How often, you ask? I'll never tell. Alright, Hawk, Enchantress, Jeff, Nebula. Everything other than Enchantress is a pretty solid hit here. We'll do that. So one of these is Mysterio. Thanks, Wanda. Appreciate you. And then we'll get Wave plus Jeff. Deep Space has been fine. I think it'll be a pretty interesting location. I like locations that are restrictive in the things that are optimal to play there, but don't fully lock you out of playing there altogether. So I actually think this is kind of a good design for restrictive locations. So like your cards are worse, but they're not just like unplayable. Yeah, there's a number of cards that are like good to play there, but you can play anything. Are cards in Deep Space boosted by Patriot? They are not. I think we just, like, move... We do this. Is this better than just playing Doctor Doom? It probably isn't. Leader and Doctor Doom are definitely the best things you can do to follow up a wave. Perfect. You should have, if you refresh the stream, you should be able to click on Twitch Rivals and Jim Davis MTG in my stream title. We will be playing Diablo 4 on stream all day Friday. Is my plan. Doctor Doom, Darkhawk, Korg, Nebula. Pretty solid land hits. All right, do both of them work now? What'd we hit? Hit Korg. They both work now. Perfect. Thank you for the heads up. I'm on a heater. I'm about to take them to class. I am the wiener. So the spawned Hulks don't have High Evolutionaries effect. They just retain the text of their previous evolutionary card that doesn't actually do anything. Yes, no one can use Kang in the tournament today. Because the free accounts they gave out that were loaded up are missing him. Yeah, they just really don't want us to draw cards here, huh? I guess we'll do this. I guess the lack of drawing cards is kind of good for Darkhawk, though. It's the decks aren't being drafted. The decks are giving a deck building requirement every round, and then we have 10 minutes to build with the requirement. Don't know what the requirements will look like until we start, though. It could be worse. Well, our Twitch snappers have been invited. Exclamation point rivals in chat for the full participant list. We know we're drawing Chavez next turn. My Hawk is 14. Just do this and play Chavez. I could stop their Kitty Pryde, though. I'm probably supposed to wave, right? Yeah, I'm probably just supposed to wave. Save Kitty. Slide Nightcrawler into in the center and play Chavez on the right. That's all. Snap the like button if you'd be so kind, and check back in again tomorrow for another highlight.